Back at another week. This is the Blind But Now I See podcast, and I am your host, FOBC, no Blind Papi if you nasty, the Hood Ray Charles. And I got a special guest here today, my little sister, Beranda, Nana, B-Ran.
The little sister.
However you want to call it, we are here today.
Yeah.
First, I would like to get a round of applause to my sister. She got accepted to that PhD program.
Oh, God.
We going to turn up from there.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Also,
we put it all out there today.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
PhD bound. She doing better than me. I ain't get past high school. No, I did get past high school.
You got past high school.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got to college and was like, no, this ain't it.
2 semesters,
Yeah.
1 credit. It didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on this couch today. Another thing, look into Lola Waterman. She running for civil judge. Look into her. We need people like her in office.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it. So you been a fan of the episode, right?
I've been a fan. I'm a supporter. I promote. I put it up. It's on my Instagram. It's on my Facebook. Make sure y'all follow. Y'all subscribe. Y'all watch every week.
Yeah, you definitely support. You definitely post more than me on the page. I ain't gonna lie, tag me.
Because people be watching it. My friends be like, oh, where's the link? I'll be like, this is the link. So, you got to push it. So make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all watch every week. Y'all follow on Instagram. Y'all watch on Facebook. All that good stuff.
Dope.
Yeah.
So the first segment is close your eyes, walk with me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bump into no walls and no chairs, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Can we do it different today?
What are we going to do? I don't know.
Like, we're going to close our eyes, but let you walk us down that path.
Okay. I guess.
You ready for that?
I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so we're going to close our eyes. We're going to walk this path. I got a guest, a special guest walking with me today.
Okay.
We ain't going to bump into no walls. We ain't going to flip over no furniture. I got her hand, so we walking.
Okay. So you want me to tell us what to do, right?
Yeah, so you can start it
All
off.
So you can close your eyes and just imagine, I guess, someone that you love in a house, and they're trying to figure things out. They're touching the wall, trying to remember the structure of the house. You see this person walking around the house. They're feeling on the walls. They're using their hands for everything. And you see them struggling and they're bumping into stuff. Imagine this person looking for little things, socks, sneakers, shirts, and you're just watching the person that you love struggle. And we can open our eyes. That's it.
So now we can open our eyes. So question, being there firsthand, how did it feel?
So first of all, y'all not going to make me cry today. That's number one. I just want to be very clear about that before we even go anywhere. Okay, so you're not going to have me all emotional. No, I think being there firsthand, and I think like I say all the time, I feel like I get it the most because I'm older. Like I'm older. I was older than our 2 other siblings in the house. And so I think I got to see it in a different kind of way because I was a little older when it happened and they were younger. And me and you, it was me and you for a long time. Like mommy had me and you first. We were only 2 years apart. He is older for a lot of people who think I'm older. He is older. I'm not 30. Right. I'm not 30. But
what you trying to say about 30 though?
I'm not 30, but he's the older one. So, for a long time, it was just me and you, and our other siblings came into play. Like our other sibling after me, me and her are 5 years apart. So me and you was together for, a little bit of time, and we went through a lot of the struggle with mommy. But being able to hear what happened and then see you in the aftermath and then see how things are now, it's a completely total different world. And I didn't think that we would be here at this age. I had a total different picture and future for us, and things were shaken up, of course, due to what happened.
You talking like a real college woman. I love it.
That's who I am.
I love it. So do you feel like relationship changed between me and you after the fact of me going blind?
I think the relationship definitely changed. I think that, prior to whatever happened, we were definitely closer. And I think the reason, everybody has their own perspective, right? And I listen every week. So I heard your perspective and I heard how you felt. I think that the relationship changed because you're no longer the top person anymore, right? Like you're no longer the big brother anymore. Now it's like
I'm still big stuff.
Like you're my big brother. Like don't get it twisted, right? Like you're my big brother. But a lot of people, like how many times, right? People will come to us and they're like, "Oh, Beranda's the oldest," right? Yeah. Or how many times people will come to us and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't really." They don't really know that. I think that our relationship changed because a lot of the times prior to you getting shot and things happening, I depended on you for a lot of stuff. Like I needed you at a lot, at a time, right? And I think that it was a hard adjustment for me seeing you now, like you're down, you're somebody that I depended on, you're down, you can't do a lot of the same things that you used to do. And then now you having like your ego playing a part with it, like I'm her big brother, right? And you don't need me for this, or you can do this without me. I think that a lot of those things play a part in why our relationship is the way it is. So I think that's what changed the dynamic of our relationship. And I think a lot of times we don't understand each other, which is why we haven't gotten back to that great space.
Yeah, we definitely bump a lot of,
we
bump heads a lot. Do you feel, do you feel me getting shot, like distance you from me? Cause it's, what I'm trying to say. Pretty much me getting shot, did it distance, cause you ain't know how to react to pretty much the new me?
I think that, so I don't want to say like the new you, like you're a new person, because you are who you are.
I'm blind Papi. I wasn't blind Papi before.
Right, you wasn't blind Papi before. But like I said, I think it's more so like, right, you got to understand like you said before, I don't know if people know the extent, we was in public school together. We was in junior high school together. We went to the same schools. High school was the only time that we really like separated, right? And then I went to college. Like when I went to college and mommy dropped me off, I didn't even go far. We both cried because we was leaving each other. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? And then when I would come home, I depended on you for everything. Like I would come to you for money. I would come to you, like, I felt like I never had to get a license because you had your license.
She didn't know how to get to J Street.
I didn't even know how to I didn't know how to take the train. Like if I needed to go somewhere and you wasn't going with me, I would call you to ask you how to get there, right? Like even now I call you for directions. Like how am I supposed to go certain places? Like, right? Like I don't know. So I depended on you for everything. So when you have somebody that you depend on for 19 years, right? I depended on you for 19, 20 years, and that's taken away from you. It's like, oh my God, I got to figure out things by myself. So a lot of the stuff that I felt like I would have been able to call on you for before, I can't do that. It's like I kind of had to figure it out myself, right? So it wasn't because of the fact for me that you was blind. It was the fact of it was a new version of you, and now I felt more so like, damn, I'm by myself. Like I got to figure this out. I had to kind of figure out who I was. So in a battle of trying to be there for you, I also was like developing who I was with my own image, my own just being Beranda, B-Ran, whoever you want me to be. I was figuring out who I was. And at the same time, it was like a battle between both. And also taking on new roles. I felt like when you got shot, more responsibility was put on me. Like when you was in the hospital, mommy was down and like mommy was really like in a bad state, and she was like, go out there and tell them people that they gotta leave. I'm looking at her like, you want me to kind of like step up and do something? Like I'm the person who don't want to say nothing, and you want me to go and talk to these people? And she was like, yeah, you gotta go. Like I had to really go in there. It's a hallway full of people. Like me and my mom appreciate y'all for coming. Mind you, right? This is your job. This is what I'm used to you stepping up doing stuff like this. Mommy got me out there talking to these people like, thank you guys for coming, but me and my family would like a break. Can you guys leave? Like I was given a new role after 19, 20 years that I wasn't used to, and I was trying to adjust to that inside of like being my own person, inside of being there for you too. Like it was a lot happening too. So I know that you was fighting and battling demons and stuff that you was going through, but I was kind of trying to like figure out who the hell I was too in the process.
Okay. So you learn something new every day. So question, if you had a chance to go back 9 years ago, what would you change? Like what would be different? As far as pretty much our relationship after being shot.
So if I could go back 9 years ago, so I'm gonna say this first and then I'm gonna go into that. So if I can go back 9 years ago and kind of change things, because I remember the day very vividly, and I feel like mommy said, when you left, you pulled off in a car. Like I kind of felt like, I don't know what and I battle with myself all the time. I don't know what I could have done to kind of like make you stay and not leave and not go to wherever you was going. But if I could go back 9 years ago, I would have tried to like convince you to like kind of like chill with me that day and for you not to go out. I don't know. And I know people might think that's crazy, right? Like, but I kind of just feel like I could have saved you from going, like don't go kind of thing. Right. So if I could go back from there, I think that afterwards, as far as our relationship, I wish I could kind of like like maybe we could have had this conversation a long time ago. And I want people to understand, home watching and everything. This is the first time me and you really sat down and we're having a conversation about how we feel. We didn't right. It's not scripting. We're not playing. We didn't speak before this. You literally sent me a text last week and was like, "Are you ready to come on the podcast?" And I said, "Yeah." I think that a lot of time has been wasted because we haven't had this conversation, and this is a conversation that we could have had years ago, and it could have been kind of like settled. So that's the thing. I think like. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very stubborn. I'm very stuck in my ways. So like my stubbornness and your meanness and you being who you are and you feeling like I'm the big brother and that's it and you supposed to listen and do what I say.
Not me.
Yes, you are. You feeling like I'm the oldest, this is what I say and that's it. I think that if we both could have kind of like put that to the side, we could have had this conversation sooner and things might have been in a better space. So a lot of wasted time haven't like passed by.
You right about that, but I'm not mean though.
Yes, you are.
I'm the sweetest person you can ever meet.
And wait till the rest of them come here. They're gonna say the same thing.
Me and Tati, that's my twin.
Tati gonna say the same thing.
Tati ain't gonna say I'm mean.
Okay, we gonna see. The episodes is coming.
Nah, she just gonna sit and say I lost my smile. She feel like I don't smile enough.
And that's the crazy part is like. You were a big jokester. Like we laugh about everything. Everything's funny. Like a lot of stuff for us wasn't serious because we were young, we were kids. Like, so a lot of stuff that people took serious, me and you really didn't take serious. We would laugh and joke about everything.
Getting in trouble.
Now, yeah, like we was getting in trouble. Like we got in trouble together. Like mommy would be serious, me and you would be laughing. Like, and she would be dead serious. You know what I mean?
To get beat and then Beranda want to run in there and get me beat twice.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff to us was funny. But I think like now, like you said, I feel like your spirit was kind of killed. And I was just like, oh my God, like it ain't nothing funny no more. Everything is so serious. So like now we got to walk on eggshells and like, we got to just make sure like we tiptoe around each other. I feel like there's no more laughter in a relationship. It's no more like we're not having fun anymore. And that's hard because like to not be able to have fun with your best friend no more is kind of like, it's like whack. Like that'll break your, you know what I mean? That'll break your friendship.
Nah, definitely. Cause I feel it. Cause it's like, it definitely was a BNC thing. Mm-hmm. We done, Rochelle, like we got to be in the house by 10 o'clock. 9:55, we running up Broadway just to make 10 o'clock so we go outside the next day. We done had fights with people and covered it up for my mother. Yeah. And somebody saw it and called my mother. And at first, she skipped Beranda room and come straight to me.
Because you used to get me in trouble.
I'm like, what? Fighting? That's not Beranda. I'm like, Ma, are you serious?
Because you used to get me in trouble.
The next thing you know, she go in there, Beranda. What happened? Once she started crying, I said, oh, she gave it up. Like, we caught it. She gave it up. Like, we been on a bus since we was 9 or 10, just me and her. My mother trusted us in the world. So it's like, when I got shot, it's like I expected much more, I felt. So it was like, I knew you had to go back to school. That's something I wanted. Don't stay down here and miss out on the education because I'm here, I'm good. Stepper, big stepper, I'm blind Papi. But then after a while, it was like, I felt distance coming from you. Tati was pregnant. We was eating Spanish restaurant every day. CJ was there coming straight from after school. And it's like, damn, where's Beranda? But I'm not looking at her like, yeah, she got a life to live too. So I can't expect her to be locked down in this crib with me. Mm-hmm. And it took me 9 years to realize that though. Yeah. Because I sat there and said, she distanced myself, fuck her. I should have threw her to the wolves. And it's a couple of other family members, like my cousin. I look at him, my brother. And I'm standing in that room and I'm like, damn, I went blind and nigga, you forgot about me. My mother like, nah, it ain't like that. I'm like, so how it is? She left out the room and made the calls. Mother trying to make you feel better. He came in there and he like, yeah, it's hard for me to see you like this, bro. He said, how you expect me to adjust to this? Nigga, get used to it. This is who I am. Yeah. And after a while, I realized that sometimes I sit and I'm like, damn, things is different. I remember when we used to do this, we used to do that, and then everything changed. But then you got to realize people change. Yeah. And it's not a bad thing. We was young. We older now. We still here. We just go our separate ways with different people. And I was tripping over that at points in my life. Because I'm like, all right, Tati here, CJ here, while Beranda not here. Yeah. But then when I look at it, CJ was young, but so much he could do. Mm-hmm. And Tati had no life, so she was there with me. No.
And that's real, like, and I'm so glad you said that because that's like really, really what was happening. And I think like it's not that, I didn't want to be there. Like, I remember, and that's why I said it's two sides to every story, right? Because I remember, like, being in school. Mommy's like, you got to go back, right? So I go back to school. The school was notified about everything that was happening. I lived on campus, whatever. And I remember, like, being in the room, and I better not cry because I'm not doing this today. But I remember, like, after everything happened and me having to, like, go back to school, I remember, like, being in my room, blinds down. Then they was just like, if you don't finish your work, because like they knew everything that happened, so they gave me an extension. But they was like, if you don't get this stuff done, you're gonna flunk out of school. And I was just like, I remember I was just like, well, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Cause like, it was a terrible time. Like I thought like somebody killed a part of me. Like my friends was there. They were just like, no. I was sad. I didn't want to eat. The blinds was down every day. I wasn't doing my work. Like I was going to flunk out of school. And they was like, literally I had like a really good mentor there who like spoke to the people, and she was like, please give her like a week or two extension. And I literally remember doing all my work at one time. Like, but I kind of like gave up on school. Like nothing was more important than you. Like that was like, I know you probably feel like the rest of them had it worse, but I feel like my experience was worse than everybody else because I was with you the longest. Like, and you know what I mean? Like my best friend now was down, and then I felt like, like you turned into a different person, and then you felt like I wasn't there. And I'm just like, yo, I'm sitting here trying to be strong for the both of us. How can you not see I'm present? And then even after that, right? Like after everything kind of happened and you got better, you was at school with me. It was times that I was bringing you to parties, right? We went to parties together at my school. You was coming up for the weekend. I was like, it's never a time you can't come here. So you was spending, I was trying to take you and bring you into my world because it was just like, without you, I wouldn't have made it. And that's why it was so important when I graduated. And I was like, yo, like, look, like I did it. Like, and I wanted you, I think a lot of times in that moment, and even now today, right? Like I'm your little sister still. I want you to just be proud. Like, I want you to be like, damn, like, nah, like you made it far. Like when I got my bachelor's degree, I came to you. I wanted you to be like, yo, like, I'm so proud of you. Like, oh my God, like you did this. Like we could do this. Like, I know you said you was going to do it, but you're doing it. Like even now, like, I called you and I told you like I got into the PhD program, and I just feel like I be wanting you to be proud and be happy. Like damn, my little sister made it fun. I feel like sometimes I don't get that. Sometimes it's just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I'm just like, damn, like you're not happy for that. Like even when I got my car, I was like, yo, I got a car, I got a license. And you was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I'm just like, what?
Nah, it ain't.
Like where's the excitement for me? You're not proud of me. Look at what you helped raise. Like you helped raise me.
It's just like I never doubt you.
Yeah.
So it's like when you say, oh, I got into this, I know you're gonna do that. Or I'm driving, like, I know you're gonna do that. Like I taught you how to park being blind.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So I be wanting when stuff happen, I be wanting you to be like, yo, you did that? Like, yo, we and then it's just like now I just feel like, okay.
Nah, it'd be like, all right, because I'm like, I know you could do it. So it's like that excitement don't be there.
Yeah.
I remember the times it was like you first went to school. I'm running through the school, having a ball, being crazy. I get shot. I'm at the school. To a point, I never missed a basketball game. I remember one time she had a basketball game, and my mother and I'm like, nah, they not going up there. It killed me because I'm like, damn, I can't go up there myself to even make it, to let her know I'm here. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Maybe she'll understand.
Yeah.
Because it's like still being that big brother. But then there was times I went to the school and I'm blind. I'm like, how she supposed to be watching me? And I'm in somebody else's room. And she don't even know where I'm at.
That's where you wanted to be. No, and people wanted to be around you. Like, I think that, like, like at first it was kind of hard for like you socializing, but like you're the same person for me. And that's why when people ask me outrageous questions now. Like, hey, how did your brother wash up? I'd be looking at them like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? To me, for a long time, you was the same person. Like, I would walk outside with you sometime and forget. Like, you need to hold on to somebody. Like, I would forget because I was so used to you leading me. Now here I am leading kind of you. It was like a different feeling, but I felt like I've never felt like you've been somebody different. I felt like your attitude and your spirit changed. And like you said, as you get older, things change. But I felt like the whole time, that's why even when stuff happened, I was like, come up here. It's a party. What you mean you're not coming? It's a party. We're partying. This is what we want to do.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I mean? Certain things I kind of like just wanted to stay the same. And I just wanted, I guess I was still searching for just like my brother from before to still be there. I didn't want you to be different. Like, I didn't want you to be different.
Nah, I feel you. Even so, it's like, I watch a lot of Animal Planet, listen to books. And it's like, when I'm lying down, I never accepted the role. I always looked at me as the headline.
Yeah.
So when it was time to attack, I'm attacking. Like, they don't got to do nothing. So to be that lion that's down and the 3 cubs come in front of me to hold me down, that was something I was never used to. I felt it was like a sign of weakness, because it's like I can't do what I'm normally doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that same person. I'm weak now. So I stayed in that room. It's like pretty much losing the kingdom. A lion losing his kingdom. He ashamed. I stayed in the room. I tried to stay away from a lot of things. Yo, Chris, you want to go out? I'm like, no, I don't want to go out. I'm chilling. Yo, this, that, and the third. So it don't even be about the money. It just sometimes I don't go because I had that thing, people looking at me different.
Mm-hmm.
People moving funny. I'm like, all right, now I'm going to just stay away. Because the way my attitude was set up at the time is like, I don't want nobody to act funny, and then I turn up a good moment. So I'm like, all right, let me just stay away. But one thing I can honestly say about you, though, it don't matter where we go to, you always got a camera in my face. Be dancing, be laughing, be drinking. It's a camera in my... I hated Snapchat at one point. And every time you turn around, she always putting the camera in my face. And I'm like, what are you doing? You on Snapchat, get out of my face. At a point, one day I downloaded Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I sent her for request. She the first person I said, I got Snapchat now. Now we even. She like, all right, cool. Birthdays, we in a club, camera in my face, bottles, we moving. So I'm like, damn, it's like the one I hated the most at this time is the one that's here. I get shot. The day I get shot, she made sure she come over there and put me on Snapchat. And I'm just like, what? To a point I realized it's like, it wasn't, I'm leaving you, I turn my back on you. It was, I gotta try to stand on my own without you now. And that's what I was used to. Beranda couldn't think without me at a certain point in time. We used to go home, I'm like, listen, this is the lie, and stick to it. All right, cool. I said, so mommy go in there and twist her face. We getting in trouble. But she held down for the bitter end before she gave me up. And it's like, sometimes we could be around each other, and it's like, it goes back to when we was little.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when we used to have clubhouses, and every year daddy bought us a different bike. We going outside in the wintertime, be riding it. So it's like a big change, because I felt like when I was down, this was her time to pick me up, which she really was. But it's not like how I wanted. I wanted her to be locked in the house 24/7 with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't there. So I'm like, all right, she going to parties. Oh, you doing this, you doing that, but what are you doing for me? That's how I looked at situations.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing for me? Then I look, CJ on the side of me, Tati pregnant. Yo, what we eating today? And I'm like, so why she not here? But then you can't, just because I'm down, you can't hold nobody else down. And I realized with a lot of my relationships, though, you can't hold a person that don't want to be held. Sometimes it's not even in that situation, though. Sometimes you gotta let a person wings just fly and see what comes out of it. I let her wings fly, bachelor's, master's, now PhD. Own car, own crib. I say to a lot of people, that's the definition of an independent woman. Cause she don't, a nigga ain't paying that rent, she paying that rent. I can honestly say that. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, I jump for joy and do cartwheels, but I can honestly sit and say, I'm proud of you.
And that's the first time you ever said that. You see what I'm saying? Come on, it take a podcast to get the words that I needed to hear all these years.
Nah, I say, and the crazy thing about it, I said this the other day. I said, yo, it's crazy because my podcast is therapy.
Yeah.
Before I used to sit and say, my mom used to like, yo, they want such and such price just to. I'm like, I'm not paying that for an hour. But then it's like I'm paying an hour to get shit out that I never talked about. This shit is therapy right here.
Yeah, it is.
We laugh, we joke. And it's like, damn. And then it's crazy because every time my phone go off, is she's so dope. Reposted your post. She mentioned you, and I'm like, damn, she gonna wait harder than me. And I'm like, yo, and this crazy thing about it is like everybody that call me, I'm proud of you, this, that, and the third, but I don't see as much shares as I get from her. And then I'm sitting back, I'm like, all this time I used to want to beat my sister up, and it's like she's dead, but I was blind by it.
Yeah.
But now I see.
Yeah, that's the name of the podcast. There we go.
Lit.
Nah, because like I don't want you to, like I said, I don't ever want you to feel like, and I love all my siblings dearly, right? They all get a different version of me, and I can admit that. Like I baby the heck out of CJ. Tati is just another special case that's just different, and like our relationship is just different. But I want you to win, and I always tell you, like, to me, you're the same person that you was. I really, really want you to win, and that's why I tell people, like, run this podcast up. You got a story to tell. You got something unique, and I still feel like you got a whole bunch to accomplish. Like it's not over. This is not the end.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning of you coming into yourself and showing people what you had for the past 9 years. You've always had it. It's just about when you was ready to bring it to the forefront and show other people. But the same way, like you feel and you felt like you needed me, I need you. Like I can't make it. I can't do anything moving forward. I'm proud of everything I've accomplished, but I can't make it the rest of the way without you. I need all three of y'all. I need y'all, each individually for something different, but I need y'all.
Yeah. So Rochelle, if you home and you watching this, this the first time ever you see your kids
crying
on the couch being nice to each other in a long time.
She boohoo crying.
Just to let you know, you sit there and say we can't do this.
Yeah.
Look at us today.
I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to go. I don't know if it's my time. I was like, maybe I should cancel. Maybe I should wait. But I'm glad we came and we did it. So it's dope. And make sure, you guys like, subscribe, watch every week, repost.
Definitely. And just like she said, I got a whole lot to accomplish.
Yeah.
I'm about to do a reality show for the love of Blind Papi. We gonna release it on OnlyFans. My manager said we gonna get 10 girls. We need them sponsors. We need them ads. Yeah. We about to run it up. Now let's switch over to dark to light. Dark to light moment. Mm-hmm. Dark. Everybody left. Now we waiting on our cousin to take us to your graduation now.
Yeah.
This is when you was deep in the Bronx. I'm like, all right, the graduation started at 6. I call, yo, bro, where are you? Yo, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And it's me and CJ downstairs. I'm like, all right, 15 minutes. Pass. Yo, bro, where are you? Yo, I'm right here, bro. I'm like, all right. Now I'm getting pissed off because I'm like, yo, if I miss my sister graduation, it's going to be a problem. He called, yo, bro, y'all get in the cab. I said, you just told me you was right here. Now I'm pissed off. I'm mad. We in the cab. Crazy traffic. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, damn, I never miss nothing. This is going to be the first time I miss something. Mind you, we had graduations on the same day for high school. And you managed to be there for mine, and I managed to be there for yours. And it's like, damn, this is the first time I'm really going to miss a graduation. But then I goes in. He comes in mad damn stairs. I forgot where school it was.
Manhattan College.
Ran upstairs and all that. He gets in there. And mom was like, oh, they about to call her name. And I'm like, damn, I made it.
Just in time.
I made it. So mind you, this is the second graduation in college. So you'll think the response is going to be different. All right, cool. You cried the first time, your heart out, whatever, whoop-de-woo. She get her diploma and then she come back to the back and she hugs me and cry again. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, nah, you just being emotional now.
Not emotional.
But then I look at it like, yo, 9 years ago, who's to say she would have been getting a second degree?
Yeah.
Because me dying could have turned her whole attitude out about school and not cared about nothing.
Yeah.
So that was me, a presence of me in her life. So I could say, I'm happy I survived this so I could see 2 college graduations, about to be the third one when she get the PhD. And
I just want to say, like, the third one I'm probably going to cry to, just to give you a heads up, before you even start. But no, I just think about, like, I have a lot of people around me and we grew up in, the neighborhood and stuff that we grew up in. It's not easy. We see people that die all the time and we see people that happen. And I know people personally, like, we've lost friends. And I know people who lost close family members, like siblings and stuff like that. And I look at them and I'm just like, and I see them cry and they yearn for this person. Like, oh my God, I can't call them. I can't this, I can't that. And I look at it as you got to go to this person's gravesite to say what you need to say to them. but I get to see you every day. I get to, if I want, all I got to do is pick up the phone and I could talk to you. I can hear your voice.
No, y'all always FaceTime me and I tell y'all stuff.
And you hate FaceTime. And oh my God, I'll FaceTime you like, hey, what you doing? You be like, why are you FaceTime?
They always want to do group FaceTime early.
I love group FaceTime. It's the best thing ever invented. But you hate FaceTime. But like, I think what it is for me and for us, I'm going to speak as a whole, us as a family. I think it's like we get to, like, we're one of the lucky ones. And it's not a lot of lucky ones where we come from. We're one of the lucky ones because, yes, you're blind and you can't see, but we could see you. We could speak to you. I don't got to teach your son about who you are. You're here to do that yourself, right? And I know it's people out here who their kids will never be able to know who they are, right? They got to learn who they are through their families, right? My nephew is fortunate because he have you and he needs you. And you, even though you're blind, you're teaching him a lot. And I see that in him, right? Like a lot of you is in him. And I just feel a lot of the times and that's why I try not to be emotional and I don't sit and cry and I don't sit and try to dwell on you being blind. I just be like, sometimes I got to just wake up and I got to be thankful. Like God, thank you for sparing my brother's life. He's here. He's not the way he was before, but he's here. And 95% of you is okay. You just can't see. Yeah, but 95% of you, everything else works perfectly fine on you. Ain't nothing. That's why you be like, can you get me some juice? I be like, get it your damn self. Leave me alone. Like, no, like, because in my eyes, like I said, I just still want you to be the person that you was before. But I thank God every day for sparing your life because there's other people who they're going to grave sites and I don't have to do that.
Definitely. And she cheap because when I go to her house, she do not let me take the donuts either. She count how many donuts and grapes do I take.
He said I'm paying the rent by myself, right? You damn right. I got to count how much stuff I got in the house. You ain't going to eat me out of house or home.
So what's a dark to light moment for you?
A dark to light moment for me. All right. So a dark to light moment for me is you threw a party. And I remember you was having this party and I remember me being just tired. Like as always, I was just tired. And they were like, we're going to this party. So I was like, yeah, I'm coming, but I got to try to like figure out how I'm gonna get the energy, whatever the case may be. I remember going to the party and I remember people being there and people just showing you like love. Like it was just genuine love around you. And I remember like bottles was flowing. I can't remember the name of the club, but I just remember being there and people genuinely showing you love and people like buying bottles and acknowledging you. And I felt like kind of at that moment, the validation you was looking for, you kind of had it. Like it's like nobody else seen you different but you. Like, and I was kind of hoping at that moment you kind of got it out your head because it was like people knew your name. People was there to celebrate you. They was loving you. They was hugging on you. We were having a good time. Like us, I remember me, shout out to Desi. We was in the spot, like Tati.
Always teed
all
up.
of us was in the spot. We was teed up and it was just like, yo, like, you are the same guy that you was 9 years ago today. Like people love you. Like you need to see this. So that was kind of light to dark, a dark to light moment for me because at that moment I kind of felt like, wow, like my brother, he's still like the big brother I was used to before. And these are the moments I dreamed of because I was like, when we turned 21, we outside.
What?
So I felt like at that moment I was old enough to party. We all was together and it was just like we was really turned up. So that was a good moment.
Them club days, that's definitely was them days.
Mm-hmm.
What birthdays? Shout out to KDS, man. We go to the club. What we doing today? Ace, what we doing today? Now we got 6-7 bottles coming to the section. Yeah. It's like I just feel the love. They let me know, yo, bro, you blind, but that love's still there, bro. Don't never question that. And that's shit I was questioning. Like, damn, where the love at? I'm tripping over I was in the dark.
Yeah.
I was tripping over shit that was still there. And it was like, all right, these niggas ain't for me. Fuck these niggas. Like, they didn't look at me like, what's the changes? Because it's like when I could see and I had the call, they was calling me, I'm outside.
Yeah.
But no reality, I'm really pushing them away. And this time they call me like, yo, bro, you pushing us away. How you mad at us? And I'm like, nigga, how? Bro, if you want to come outside, you could call me. Be coming out. We gonna come get you. But then I was stubborn. Why do I gotta call you? Then when they told me like, yo, bro, when you got hit, you change. So we didn't know you was ready to come outside yet. And I said to them like, damn, I'm really stubborn. I got to change my ways. Sometimes people say something to me and I hold grudges. If you never came to my son's first birthday, I ain't coming to your kid. And it's like, and that's bad of me.
If you never came to his baby shower, he's not coming to your baby shower. And my nephew's 10.
Yeah, that's
like,
bad.
Get over it.
I got to stop. I really do. So, questions.
I have a question. Like I'm gonna guess. I have a
See,
question.
look, that's something different.
Let me give the ending question.
All right, what's your question?
My question is like, right? So it's been 9 years, and you're on a new path, new journey. You got new stuff going on. Like, what's next? Like, what's next in life? Like, is it gonna be like in general moving forward, right? Like, is it gonna be more kids? Is it gonna be? I know the reality show is coming out. What's next for you? Because I feel like there's no limits, and you should be doing photo shoots. There's a lot of stuff that should be happening.
Oh, it's coming.
So I'm asking you, what's next for like
Blind
Papi? Like, what's next? They want to know.
First, I would say you inspired me to go back to school. So I'm working on that. I just going to associate.
Don't matter.
I just want to say I just got a college degree. So I want that. That's one thing I want.
Yeah.
Reality show. For the love of Blind Papi. CJ said he gonna give me 10 girls. I gotta watch him because we got 2 different tastes of type of girls. So Tati said she gonna help. She know how I like it. What else? I want condoms that call hit them with the stick. I want my own brand of condoms.
Own brand, okay.
What else I want? I had in my I want my own weed brand too.
Okay.
Called Blind Man Blow. I want that.
Listen, you gotta start LLC and this stuff because these people gonna start. They're gonna go run and get it.
Nah, what else? And just be great.
Yeah.
I got things in the future like Charlemagne, the Black Effect. I know for a fact I'm gonna be one of those podcasts on that show. Not denying me. And I'm gonna just take my podcast to another level.
Yeah. I'm
gonna open up my own club, my own podcast studio. I'm gonna work, have my own brand flowing. This is just the beginning of Blind Papi, to be honest.
Okay. Get me
a strip club that got a daycare across the street. So if you want to go to a party, your kids can be safe across the street at Blind Papi's spot. My own private jet, motivational speaker. Because I feel like my life can save another kid life.
Yeah.
It is crazy because it's like growing up, I used to see things and I'm like, all right, that shit is cool. But now that I'm older and I see things different, I see little homies that I know and I see them doing, I'm like, yo, bro, that shit ain't worth it. Mm-hmm. And they looking at me like, yo, bro, like, you was the main one swinging on people and all that, but if I could change that, I would. So I'm trying to fix what I did in the past with y'all. So y'all won't have to go through that feeling of, 'cause bullets hurt. Man, I got shot. That pain, that burn, that's something that nobody want to experience. That's why I take my little cousin and I talk to them, hoping that it'll get through them so they won't have to experience that no more. Like, it's money out here. You don't have the necessary, and me and her debate about this all the time. That 9 to 5, I'm like, I will never work a 9 to 5 again. I'm self-made, self-paid. Oh no, I got my job, I got benefits and all that. I got it too. It's 2 different perspectives. Nobody is wrong.
Yeah.
But me personally, I felt like I passed that EMT test and they left me down there. They didn't help me. I done seen them build somebody a calf muscle from scratch. And I felt like they left me. So that left a bad taste in my mouth to a point. People ask, if you ever could see again, would you go back to EMT? Hell no. Tell you the truth, at this point, I really don't think I want to see again because Blind Papi sound good, to be honest. And it's like, it took me 9 years to accept the gift that God gave me. I look at it as a gift. It's definitely not a curse. Plus, it's like, nah, it is. Because sometimes people say my face expressions tell it all. When people saying bullshit, you just looking at them like, okay. All right, bro. Yo, I'm going to holler at you. It's bullshit. So, Blind Papi going up. Now, my question is what's next for B-Ran?
B-Ran got a lot going on. So, like you stated, I'm entering the PhD program in the fall, so I'm gonna do that. That's gonna take a couple years to finish, but I definitely want to do that. I plan to open up my own private practice, so I can be able to counsel kids. Adolescents I want to do, but I'll be certified to do, all ages, family, group, marriages, huh?
You want to counsel me?
I don't know if I can counsel you. That's a little intense. This is our therapy. So yeah, definitely opening up my own clinic. I definitely want to continue to work and give back in the schools and the neighborhoods that I've been through. And I definitely want to open up my own nonprofit, have a website that allows people to be counseled on. So that's a lot happening in a short amount of time. But I think right now is to definitely continue to be who I am and make sure like all of y'all feel kind of like supported while making sure everything happens. But that's it. It's a lot going to be happening. It's going to be a lot coming our way. But I just want y'all to continue to support us as a family. Right?
Are you ever going to get a man?
See, now we're going too far. Let's end it. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Well, I'm going to shoot my shot because I've been on Instagram and I just been listening to these women. So it's like, and I love a little toxic, you know.
Then
so.
next we're going to be reaching out to Neve on Catfish because that's all that's online.
Oh, nah, they real. They got to check by the name.
Okay.
You know, It's like Gigi McGuire off Lip Service.
Okay.
Tommy off Love and Hip Hop. I like Johnny Blaze.
Oh, so you got real people.
Yeah, Cherokee, Lizzo.
You got a whole list.
Yeah, I got a whole list.
Okay.
Lizzo, who else it was? And Trina, I can't forget Trina. And I be in the house and I just be listening to their podcast and I mean they Instagram and I just be singing to them. And I found myself, I said, damn, I'm about to shoot my shot one day.
Well, when you shoot your shot, you let me know how it go.
I all got to tag them though.
And then we could get flued out. We can flew out to Miami because that's where a lot of them be in Atlanta.
Yeah, they be in Atlanta.
We could get flued out to Atlanta. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, we gotta go to Cali for Cherokee though.
You gotta get CJ because he likes Cali.
All right.
I'm not really a Cali girl.
I be singing to them like Mr. Big song, Between the Sheets. That's my song. and I crazy thing about it, I made my own song to Johnny Gill, my to them too.
Oh God.
I'm gonna sing. Let me hit my vocals.
Oh Lord, let me drink.
I say, you got liquor?
No, I wish.
Oh,
I wish.
I be in the house. I be like, put on them leggings and put on them high heels and let me see that booty on you.
You're gonna make me say
Cause blind Papi all on you. Tonight gonna be your special night. The salsa ride downstairs. I just wanna let you know. My. Blind Papi looking good tonight. Chill, they ain't ready for me yet.
And let me tell you something. That's one of like my favorite songs. Cause you know me and CJ, we love New Edition. That's me and CJ movie. It's our favorite movie. But couple, you're not gonna do Johnny's song like that.
So if Def Jam, Sony Records, if y'all out there, y'all want to sign me, just have your people get in touch with my people, and we got a deal from there. So is there anything you would like to say, like before we close it up, wrap it up?
Yeah, before we wrap it up and close it up, first, thanks for having me. Like I said, I was kind of hesitant about coming. I was going to stay home, especially, whatever. But make sure y'all like, y'all subscribe, y'all repost. Instagram, Facebook, I repost, listen every week, and that's it.
And this is season 1 of the BBNIC show. If you out there and you got a story that you would like to share, you could DM me on BBNIC _. That's on Instagram and Twitter. You can email me at bbnicpodcast@gmail.com. If you got a story you want the world to know that you was an adult and how you came to light, hit me up. I would definitely share my podcast with you, give you the mic, the floor, because we only here to help people. It ain't just about my story. It's people's stories out there that need to be heard because you can help somebody else. So on that note, we out. I'm about to go home and sing to my ladies because they forever my lady. Blind Papi, I'm out.
We out.